Good morning, everyone. How are we on this Monday morning? Just see who is with us. It's been quite a busy weekend here. Let me turn my volume off on this device. There we go. Morning, Karen. How are you? Have you enjoyed your weekend? Looks like you've been doing lots of scrapbooking as well, I must say. It's been great to see what you've been up to. So, well, Saturday wasn't particularly nice here, was it? So, morning, Chris. So I had a bit of a morning. Guess what? Making a mini book. I've revisited one of my old tutorials that I did many years ago. So I thought I'd revamp it because filming and YouTube have gone a long way since then. Morning, Heather. Morning, Catherine. So it's nice to see a few of you saying hello. Thank you very much. Morning, Julie. Morning, Catherine. Morning, Mo. Yes, Mo says hello to everyone. Morning, Karen. So, yes, it's been a bit of a busy weekend here. Let me know what you've been up to. Dawn's logging on from Oz. So, morning from Oz. Margaret's with us. It's all right. I've got my iPad down here. That's why I'm looking down. So, let me bring it up a little bit so I can speak to you. Morning, Heather. So, morning. Oh, I'm looking gorgeous. Oh, it's not a dress. It's just a little top. It's an old one, actually. A very old one. But anyway, I thought it would brighten up a Monday morning. The sun is shining. Let's brighten things up. So, morning, Kerry. Kerry's with us. Morning, Faith. So, Faith says she should be in bed. But as you were live, she thought she'd watching. That's great, Faith. The nice thing about these lives is I do put them over on my YouTube channel after. So you can watch them there. The one on the Monday morning is the supply list ready for our Wednesday morning scrap along. For those of you that haven't joined in, I've got a few new faces joining us. Morning, Ellen. Ellen has been going mad making those pocket brag wallets, haven't you, Ellen? Looks like you've had great fun. This is where you can really get ahead with your Christmas gifts as well, isn't it? So it's perfect. Morning, Jean. Thank you for your lovely comment on my page sketches. I did mention last week on Wednesday that when you go to my website and download your page sketch, there's a little thing that says comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Have you enjoyed them? Are you having fun? Are you enjoying the scrap along? And thank you to Jean. She left me a lovely comment. So thank you, Jean. So morning, Laura. Nice to see the kids enjoying their 3 Little Bears tray this morning. Laura's got 2 little ones at home and she does a toy rotation, which is fantastic. I was a nursery nurse before I became a stay-at-home mum, and even with my kids I used to do a toy rotation in the playroom every couple of weeks. So they'd go in and it's like something new to try out and play with. Morning, Maxine. Morning, Caroline. Right, shall we make a start then on what we're going to be doing this Wednesday? So, this Wednesday we are going to be looking at page sketch 8. Okay, I've opened the post on my website now. So if you go to Dawn's Inspirations and then to Scrapbooking, you'll see the post there. You can download the PDF or you can save it onto your computer as a file. Entirely up to you, but every time you do them you'll see they look totally different. Morning, Lynn, or Lynn says good evening because Lynn's from Australia, so we're all coming on now, so fantastic. Now the difference with this Wednesday's class is we're going to be creating a double page layout. Okay, so page sketch 8 is going to be one side and page sketch 9 is going to be the other. But I haven't released page sketch 9 yet because you'll all jump ahead and it's quite nice that we're doing it all together. But let me show you the layouts that we did in the class. Katie says good morning. She says she's been on the phone to her mum. No problem at all, Katie. You know what it's like here. It's just lovely for you all to dip in and say hi and see how everyone is. So this is page sketch 8 that we did in class, or I did in a class. And this is what we're going to be recreating. And for those of you that love it, and I know Karen's one of them, this one has got nice big pockets. So it's got a nice big pocket behind here. And yes, we are going to be gutting, Julie and Carol, we are going to be gutting. Morning, Carol. How are you? Jean says hi. So we're going to be creating this large pocket on page sketch 8. So I've used it to put more photos in. Okay, and I'm going to show you a way to use your Tack Punch, but directly onto your photos, so you don't have to use any cardstock. So Karen says, great pockets. Yes, Karen, you got pockets. So, but this pocket is quite large. So actually, it's great to put things like your memorabilia. Say if you've been to visit somewhere and you've got a leaflet, or you've been to a wedding and you've got your invitations or your meal plans. So these big pockets can come in useful for all sorts of things. So this is what the page we're going to do this Wednesday. But I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at what we're going to do next Wednesday to make it a double page. So are you ready? So we're going to create it into a double page. Okay, I'm going across like this because I haven't got my camera long ways this morning. So you're going to create it into a double page. Morning, Helen, how are you? And even in the other page we're doing, you're going to have a big pocket. So this double page layout may be good for an event or something you've done where you've got lots of photos you want to get in. Because I know sometimes it's great to have 1 or 2 photos on a layout, but sometimes we want to cram in more, don't we, us crafters? So I'm glad I'm getting thumbs up and hearts for that one. So yes, so Pam's joined us. Katie said, oh, she's got so many photos. You're going to get rid of loads on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a supply list. But when I give you the cardstock and the papers, they're going to overlap to next week's class as well. Okay, so just to have a little think about what photos you could be using this Wednesday that could go to next Wednesday. Again, however, if you wanted to have it as 2 single pages, you could, but I'm going to do it as a double page class. But this week, for those that have just joined in, we're concentrating on page sketch 8. Okay, so that is the idea behind it, with lots of pockets for lots of photographs. And as you know, I've been scrapbooking my son's 18th birthday last year when we did a driving experience. So I've still got stacks of photos from that day. So you know what photos I'm going to be scrapbooking, okay? Because I need to get these in albums instead of just sitting here in packs. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So what are you going to need? Right, now I want you all to have a little delve in your crafty stash. Now I know a lot of you like to have a little delve in your crafty stash. But what I want to say to you is, did anybody notice what I've got on this page? Can you see this? Now, those of you that may have done the class with me a long time ago, mind you, we've used mulberry paper. Okay, so this is mulberry paper. So let me just share with you. So this is some mulberry paper. Now, some of you, I bet majority of you, have got some of this in your craft stash at home. I bet you have. You, after this class, after this live, you go and have a rootle through, because I bet you can find some mulberry paper. Yes, Julie, mulberry paper. So for those of you that have bought it, and I've got a wad here. I've got a big stash, all different colours. Yes, you buy it, use it on one cardstock or one page sketch or one card, and then you stick it away and you never use it again. That's me. I've got some, so I thought we will have a play with this. Julie says she got rid of hers. Don't panic, Julie, if you've got rid of yours, not a problem. Jean says she's going to do hers as single pages. Jean, again, not a problem at all. If you want to do yours as single pages, do not worry, you still can. Okay, so Katie says she's going to have a dig around to see if she can find some mulberry paper. Yes. Maggie's saying good morning. Morning, Maggie. How are you? Everyone keeps saying I've got a lovely dress on. Look, I'll show you. It's a top. It only goes up to there. It's a top. But thank you. I just thought a bit of brightness. It is an old top, but I just thought a little bit of brightness this morning. So, anyway, don't panic if you haven't got any mulberry paper. But if you have, because these page sketches have all been about you having a delve in your craft stash at home and using what you've got at home to recreate these pages. So that's why I thought, well, we will have a go. So if you've got some, dig it out for Wednesday. If you haven't, don't panic. Okay, not a problem at all. Now, to create it as a double page layout, because we're going to use some this time, some this week, some next week. If you're going to do that with me, you're going to need 3 sheets of pattern paper. Okay, that sort of go together. I've had a real delve around. These 3 came from 3 totally different collections. So I've had a right rootle through my craft stash. And then you're going to need 3 sheets of cardstock. Okay, so 3 sheets of pattern paper, 3 sheets of cardstock. And that will do your 2 pages. So when we cut things up on Wednesday, don't think I'm going mad because I'm getting you to save it to the following week, because I think we're going to still be on lockdown next week, aren't we? So we're going to use it anyway. Now, you could even add a 4th sheet. I've gone here with a dark navy if you wish as well. Okay, choice is yours. But basically, even like Jean, if you're just going to do them as 2 single page layouts, get yourself at least, let me have a look at this one. You're going to need a minimum of 2 pattern papers, Jean, if you're going to do it as a single page. And at least, I would say, still 3 sheets of cardstock. Okay, so at least 2 pattern papers if you're going to do it as a single page. So that's the pattern papers. You've got your mulberry paper. If you haven't got any mulberry paper, do not panic. Just put an extra sheet of pattern paper in if you can. Okay, so if you haven't got any mulberry paper, stick another bit of pattern paper in, ready for the double class. Okay, I've got some twine. I haven't decided what colour I'm going to use yet, so I've just got some baker's twine here to match my papers as well. And again, you can pop in any embellishments you wish to go with what you're doing. Jean says okay, she's okay with that. That's brilliant, Jean. The nice thing I'm saying about these is you've got these nice deep pockets. So they do work really well as single pages as well as double. Okay. The other thing you may have noticed that I've used is that Tack Punch again. I know I keep using it, but it's one of those things, if you get it, you'll be using it again and again and again. So I've used my Tack Punch. If you don't have a Tack Punch, you can cut some toppers just by hand. That's not a problem. So I've got twine on mine. So I've just got to have a little rootle through. I'll put a key on this one. And I've got a bit of, it's not lace, it's that jute light type lace, so I need to have a rootle through my bits and pieces to see what I can find. Kerry says she's found her twine at long last. I'm so pleased, Kerry, that you found that, because again, I bet there's something in your crafty stash that's sitting there. I did have a little rootle through in my craft room of what I could use on that page, because I hadn't got anything left like that. Because look, that's all I've got left, which isn't going to be enough for my page. Okay, so I haven't got any of that left. I could use lace. Don't think it's going to go with Callum riding the car. I have found this, which was a bit of like Hessian, that you can pull out the pieces. So I could use that. I haven't quite decided yet. I could use ribbon, or we could use, as I've put some pattern paper over the top, I could just do a double layer of pattern paper. So this is where you can choose. Have a look at what you got in your crafty stash to go with your photos and to go with your papers. So embellishment wise, you choose. Okay, choice is going to be yours. I'm going to let you have a good rummage around in your craft rooms. I thought we'd have a little go at making rosettes. Okay, so if you've got your scoreboard to hand on Wednesday as well, that would be absolutely fantastic. And if you've got a circle punch or a circle die, great as well. And we'll have a go at making rosettes as embellishments, because look, they're not too thick when you want to pop them in your crafty stash or in your scrapbook albums. They're not too heavy and they're not too thick. So we'll have a go at making one of those as well on Wednesday. Okay, so that's everything we're going to need for Wednesday. Is there any other questions? I've opened up the page on my website so you can go and download your sketches ready. Okay, please leave me a comment. I had a lovely one from Gina. I know I keep saying it, but please leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this. I know this lockdown has been hard for so many of us. So let's all keep together. Let's keep crafting and having fun. So I don't think there's any more questions coming up. I'm just having a quick look. Is everybody happy to go with Wednesday? No, Heather says she's all sorted. Brilliant. Give me thumbs up if you're all ready for Wednesday. If there's something you think of after, fantastic. If there's something you think of after, just message me and I can reply to you ready before Wednesday's class. Okay, so take care, stay safe. I'll see you Wednesday morning, 10:30 for our Scrap Along Live with Page Sketch 8. Okay, I'll look forward to seeing you all then. Take care and bye-bye for now.